In the year 2009 I had engaged in a 17-hour conversation with a very wise, humble and seasoned elder of Dharamsala, India named Aadarsh Vayu. He told me during the discussion, "David, never allow your thoughts and feelings to go beyond your reality." I understood what he was saying. He was speaking of the deception of thoughts and feelings, images and their surging energy and deceptive imagination, coupled with an intelligence that is rooted in an irrational implication, enforced by an ambition that is not shared. To remain realistic and in touch with your feelings and understanding them, for to know their dangers and also benefactors to what is so. He also used the word allow, which implied of my having the power to execute what is destructive or to negate that which is destructive in a humility that does not go in harmony with the form of a violent response or seemingly justified rejection. To negate upon a violent response gives birth to dissension instead of ascension. This was a conversation of the living entity that exists in thoughts and feelings, and of how the imagination is the convincing and calculated root of many abstractions that causes the human being to act upon things that are unrealistic and losing themselves. We have feelings, and we have governed feelings. There are many who say you have to control your feelings. Feelings are not able to be controlled because they simply exist and are going off of a perception that is conclusive of what they want, desire. To put forth an effort to control feelings implies a human being involved in a self-conflicting battle that causes various states of duality. But when feelings are governed, then it implies a human being who is in touch and understanding of what feelings they feel imply, their objective and their effort to control. To govern something takes an intelligence and a wisdom for to place everything in perspective and thus, order. Emotions then become a factor, because then the emotions have said that whatever that human being wants is justified because they feel a certain way, even if those feelings and thoughts are not shared with the other human being asserted to be involved, who is truly not involved because of the disharmony of feelings shared. When a human being says, "This is the way that I feel," that does not imply anyone else as a part of that equation, no matter of the situation. They are expressing how they feel, expecting an imagined percentage of feedback from the other, as the other person owes them something in harmony to their wants and needs. And most of the time they are expecting the same amount of percentage of acceptance, as they put forth in their execution based upon the object of their primary desire. If the other human being does not feel the same way, then there is a disharmonious reality cultivating, a lack of cooperation, a disunity in thoughts and feelings that will only breed a conflict in the relationship, which implies no longer having a relationship, because relationship means cooperation. When this conflict accrues, most of the time the one who is singular with these feelings become angry, rage-filled and resentful, and the one who does not share these same feelings are said to be callous, cold and non-feeling. In this, they fail to realize that if the other party is not able to cooperate with their feelings, then they also are not able to cooperate with the one becoming upset, nor care of how they feel, which does not imply a callous and cold human being. It means that they are still in touch with the reality of the union and have no interest to enforce it further than it is. Their feelings and thoughts are being governed. Their intelligence has placed them into the position to overcome the desire to please the other's conflicting thoughts and feelings. The human being who was the author of the enforcement of feelings are left with simply feelings hurt within themselves because of allowing their thoughts to go beyond the reality of the situation. No one can hurt your feelings unless you are not able to govern your own thoughts in regards to your reality, by creating an unreality. If you allow your thoughts to exceed your own reality, then the blame is only upon yourself. Thoughts and feelings should always be governed by a mind that is willing to see what is subject to be beneficial or non-beneficial. A mind that is willing to remain with the fact of the reality, and not a mind that is apt to be persuaded into the shadows of compromise of where the state of the tolerance exists, where there is duality oppression. Then that is the price that is being paid for not remaining in clarity of feelings and thoughts, and not governing them by understanding them and their implications. There are images that come along with feelings as well as thoughts, putting them together with visual accumulated information of the past. We are then faced with desire, which is truly the other side of the same coin of pain. We desire, and so we suffer the pain of not having. We are in pain because we desire to have something we are afraid is out of our reality reach. Then there is the fear of gaining and losing, because we want permanency, because we have become attached to the person, an idea of the person and yourself and act. But all of this derives from within yourself and the human being not properly being honest of their thoughts and feelings of the other person, to see if there is a harmonious interest that could bloom the reality they desire. Reality of the situation will forever be the key instead of the fear of rejection. When one has an image of how things should be, may be, or will be without seeing the reality and are losing control, as then they find that the image, which is but an illusion, will forever conflict with the reality. And because of this image, you create your own pain. And no one is responsible for that but yourself. Never allow your feelings, your emotions to dictate your reality. David Anthony Breen.